Hello everybody, my name is Divya and today I'd like to share with you my vision to make London more fruity. So, backstory, I come from Spain and growing up here we've taken for granted how many fruit trees grow wild. Basically all summers with my grandparents before lunch, you just go into the main square, see how the fig plant was doing. If it was ripe, then you were in for a treat, you'd grab a couple. If not, you'd just move on. And after lunch, when we'd go walking, you'd always see some random apple trees and you'd always grab a couple and move on. And so with that mentality, that was something really normal and no one would look at you weird. No one would think that you're stealing or doing anything wrong because those are the trees of the community, for the community. And so with this mentality in mind, fast forward a couple of years, I moved to London and weather-wise, I knew what I was getting myself into. I wasn't going to find as many fig trees around, but I still made it my mission to find as many fruit trees that I possibly could. And that's when I started realizing there was so many resources online. There's a lot of fruit maps online, but they're not very accurate and they're not updated very often. So I started thinking that accessibility-wise, if you're not really looking for it, I'm sure many people don't even know that there's fruit trees growing in London. And so that's when this fruity London vision started coming through, because I really think that public parks should have allocated spaces for fruit trees and for berry bushes. And these should be very clearly signaled at the beginning of parks, because people need to realize how these crops look, how an apple tree looks, how a blackberry bush looks like. And so I think it's a really crucial thing, and hopefully through here and through this platform, maybe that becomes a reality at some point. In the meantime though, what I did was create an Instagram called Fruity Walks, basically where I take you through all of the best fruit routes in London, borough by borough, and it changes seasonally and it changes from area to area, but I basically do all the groundwork, I look at all the maps, I do all the exploring, and then I take you with me. And I just think it's a really great way to discover London from a different perspective. So I've only just started, but it's very exciting. And I think now more than ever, we should really urge everybody to connect with our community, with what we have in the streets. And so you can find me at Fruity Walks on Instagram, and fruitywalks@gmail.com on email. So I'm sure we're gonna learn so much of this event. It's such an amazing thing. So thank you so much and see you in the streets.